everybody, the new year is underway, and today I want to talk a little bit about how I have started my new year. Let's go. Hey, I'm Jennifer, a life coach certified by Tony Robbins, and you've found Consider Jennifer. My passion is to show you the power you have to live the life you deserve by taking the time to consider your life so that you can be on purpose with making it happen. Consider your life, be on purpose. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Consider Jennifer. I am Jennifer Meyer. I appreciate you being here today. Today I want to talk a little bit about the new year, right? New year, new you. That's the thing. I've never been much into New Year's resolutions, but I do think that it's a nice place to kick off your time, reset some intentions, make some new goals, whatever it is that floats your boat. So I want to talk a little bit about how I've decided to do that this year. So anybody who might not know, my goal is to live to 120. 120 years old, that's the goal. Now, I picked that year because I feel like that's about as old as I need to live in order to be able to outlive my son, so that I can make sure that I'm there to help him out and give him what he needs. And there's some things that I need to do in order to reach that goal, and they're all about health. So let's explore some of the things that I'm doing to get the new year started off for myself, and talk about those three things. They're not extensive, they're not huge, they're not a big deal. They're just little things that I'm putting forth to complement some of the other stuff that I was already doing. You know, maybe use as a springboard to make a few more adjustments throughout the year. So that's what I want to talk about today. The first thing that I'm planning on doing for the new year is I started off with a little cleanse. Now there's some controversy when it comes to cleanse diets and if they're effective or if they're safe or if they're even needed or anything like that. And most doctors that say they aren't necessary are operating with the idea behind it is that your body is great at cleansing, right? Your body does what it needs to do to get rid of the stuff that it doesn't need. And I totally believe that. I actually believe that really well. The only problem is that I think in order for your body to do that optimally, you have to be giving your body optimally what it needs. And I'm not sure how well we all do that. So I did decide to kind of do a little bit of a cleanse this week, or as we started off the new year. Now my cleanse was a little bit really like a fast. If you do research on either one, you'll kind of see that they're sort of the same. Not exactly. Some people will jump on the bandwagon of this supplement, this vitamin, this drink, whatever. I don't buy into the hype of that. The fitness and health industry is like a $30 billion industry. I think that's how much they're expected to make this year. There's gimmicks and there's scams, and at the end of the day, usually the stuff that works is the stuff that's steady and solid and been around for a really long time. So one thing I know about fasting is that it's been done for centuries. It's part of religious ceremonies and traditions, right? So I know that it's safe, it works, and so I thought I was going to start the new year off with a fast, and I did. If you've never done fasting, you need to talk to your doctor first. Please don't try to do a 24-hour liquid fast or longer than that if you've never fasted before. I'm already intermittent fasting as it is. It's just part of my regular diet. And so I'm very familiar with it. I know how it works. I wasn't worried about it. I've already had a conversation with my doctor about fasting. So please don't just go off and don't eat for 36 hours if you've never done that before. That is a really, really dumb idea. Talk to your doctor first, make sure you know what's going on, make sure it's healthy for you to do this. But I started my new year off with a 24-hour liquid fast. So the first 24 hours of the new year, I had lemon water and ginger tea, and that's what I had all day. Again, I've been intermittent fasting for almost 18 months, so this is not a new thing for me. I've already done a liquid fast before, but I didn't take any supplements. I didn't take any, herbs or anything to help flush my body. I do believe that my body will do its job, provided that I'm giving it what it needs to do its job. So that was the first thing I did this year. Again, please don't do that if you have not spoken to your doctor, okay? Thank you. Okay, so the second thing that I decided to do as I was getting into January was to run a dry January. Now, I'm not doing dry January because I have any real concerns with alcohol use, but 2020 was shitty, And I used a lot of wine to help me get through some of the rough parts of 2020. And look, I know, and everybody knows, alcohol's not good for your body. If we want the body to be optimal, then we need to be giving it optimal things. I'm a middle of the road person. I believe in moderation in most things, but there were some months through 2020 when I was definitely not doing the moderation thing with the alcohol, particularly those red bottles of wine. So I really wanted to give myself a really nice foundational platform starting in January to bounce back from, reestablish a habit, make sure that I was in a good place moving forward, because while I don't intend to never drink wine again, I enjoy wine and I will drink, but I didn't want it to become such a thing for me through 2021. So I wanted to go, I'm going the whole month with no liquor, and everything is fine, it's all good. But I thought that was an important thing to give my body and my brain so that I could kind of reestablish that. The third thing that I was doing to get through 2021 in terms of like health and diet was to go on kind of a keto-ish, mostly diet through January. Carbohydrates are important. I don't believe that a carb-free diet is a great sustainable diet long-term. Now, there are people who have to have it, and you know who you are, and the doctor is going to talk to you about those things. But that doesn't apply to me, and it doesn't apply to a lot of people. But I do know that I feel better when I eat less starch. So January is about almost zero starch. Potatoes, bread, and pasta are the big three things that I'm going to not consume through January. Again, as I move past January, it's not like I'm never going to eat bread again. I'm totally anticipating a big old bowl of pasta in February at some point because I like pasta and it's good. But it's about reestablishing that moderation, giving myself, my body, an opportunity to sort of recalibrate and make sure that my mind is in the right spot as I go through 21. So what this diet is going to look like for me through January is a lot of protein, because I feel better when I'm eating a lot of protein, and a lot of vegetables and some fruit. That's really going to be the bulk of my diet. Now I'm substituting things out for potatoes. I'm not eating any bread right now, so I'm just foregoing all of that. And I do fully intend to integrate those things back into my diet after January is over. I just wanted to kind of, like I said, get myself through this month with a really strong foundation and firm ground. The other thing is, and I'll be honest with you, is I'm kind of interested to see how my body responds with almost zero starch. When I started intermittent fasting, one of the things that happened was I actually very naturally stopped craving starchy food, particularly pasta and bread. I didn't want it. Like I didn't want to eat it, so I didn't have it as much. My body felt so much lighter with that, and just not nearly as bloated, way more comfortable. So I'm kind of interested to see what happens when I actually go a full 30 days without having any food like that. Starchy refined carbs are not a great source of nutrition for most people, so it's not going to hurt my body that I'm not getting it. I'm still getting plenty of fiber and other carbs for other things. Again, this is all stuff that you need to talk to your doctor about before you go do. I've already had conversations about this stuff with my doctor. I know what my body needs in particular and how my body responds. Please do not just make the decision to eliminate carbs from your diet or not eat for 36 hours, 24, 36 hours, or 3 days, or however long you think you're going to fast without talking to your doctor first. Certainly you can do dry January without talking to your doctor, so go for it. No more liquor, right? But those are just things to keep in mind. Now, again, I'm doing all of this stuff to kind of reset some habits for myself through 21. I'm doing it because it's in alignment with this goal that I want to have to live to be 120. That's the goal. And it folds into line with some of the other things that I've got going on with going to the gym and staying active and all of those things. So that's how I started my new year, guys. I would love to know how you started your new year. Let me know in the comments below. You can certainly find me on Facebook or Instagram and let me know how that went for you. What are you doing to start your new year off on the right foot? I think it's important to set intentions, regardless of whether or not you're a resolution person or not. intention is really, really important. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you check out my website, Consider Jennifer, and sign up for exclusive information if that's something that you're interested in. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter at Consider Jennifer. I hope that you all have a really great day, and don't forget, every day, consider your life, be on purpose. Bye!